Welcome back to Balderdash Academy. Our points are: in last place, we have our visiting professor with 4. Next, we have myself with 15, Molly with 18, Steve with 19, Nate with 20, and in the lead is Marie with 22 points.
Yeah.
All right. That marks our halftime. Coach Steve is here with his halftime game trivia. What do you have for us, Steve?
It's a halftime event. All right, everyone, huddle
Halftime
up.
event.
Good to see you all again. Thank you so much for coming back despite us losing every single week at everything we compete at. I really appreciate your dedication to the team here. In this week's news, again, I apologize to everyone viewing this because you're viewing it in the future. And I only have the present to work with, okay? But recent news, the Philadelphia 76ers are heading into the playoffs right now. There's a lot riding on them. They just had a major injury. Ben Simmons, their starting point guard, star of the team, very good basketball player from Australia, had a recent injury. And
crikey!
all reports are saying he will not be playing in the playoffs. And I know you guys are all shattered by this news, but luckily we have some incredible candidates for someone to replace Ben Simmons as the starting point guard on the Philadelphia 76ers. Okay, so I've got a list of candidates here. Again, this is a segment that we're playing once again, a reoccurring segment called I Need a Pitcher, Not a Belly Itcher, where each of you guys try to pitch to me your brilliant idea. Okay? So, I think I want to start with Bob, since a lot of us are forced to start first by Bob. I think it's his turn to be put under the gun.
No worries.
All right.
What do we have?
So, Bob, you're here today. Now, you've got someone very, very specific that you're looking to
Yes,
replace.
I do.
Yeah.
Yes,
this
I do.
is friend of the show, a past guest, Amy Von Masek. I want you to tell me why Amy Von Masek, friend of the show, would make the ideal starting point guard for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Well, you see, what the 76ers lack more than anything else right now is a public presence that hits up more than just their demographic. And the thing about Amy Von Masek that is so good, being the business manager for the Dramatists Guild, she has access to a community that isn't currently being served by the 76ers. What she can offer them is an audience base that currently has no means of outside entertainment now that Broadway is likely shut down well into next year if they're lucky. Amy, having the outlet that she has, having the resources that she has, can very easily position the team in such a way to reflect the interests of the theater-going community and participants who write for theater. Wow. Amy is the only solution that makes sense.
So you said she has a good outlet. How's her outlet pass?
How's her outlet pass?
That's
fantastic.
Okay, just
not only is her outlet pass one of the best in the league, it is so good you've never seen it.
Wow. Okay, that's huge. Now, any idea her height? Because it is important that she can kind of compete under the basket.
Well, you think height makes a difference in basketball, but in reality, it doesn't. Because if the network is strong enough, the cheers coming remotely through the screens will be enough to distract the taller players. And as we know from Amy's prowess, she goes nowhere without knitting needles. Find me another player who is armed on the court.
It's true.
All right. Beautiful. Thank you, Bob. I really appreciate your input.
You're welcome.
Let's go to Molly next. Molly, this is, I'm going to say this is out of left field.
Wait, I thought we were talking about basketball.
This is out in the three-point line. None of us were expecting this, so I'm really intrigued to see how you're going to pitch this to us.
Sure.
You want to replace the starting point guard position with Stimpy.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that. Famous cartoon character, Stimpy.
Yep, that's correct. So everyone knows Stimpy from Ren and Stimpy, the dynamic duo, the comedy gold. But what they don't know about Stimpy, Ren, and Stimpy when it got taken off the air is that Stimpy really went into training hardcore. He needed a new pastime. He and Ren weren't getting along, so he took up basketball, and he got really darn good. Now, not only is he skilled on the court, but what's really important when you're playing basketball is your intimidation factor. And if there is, tell me if there's anything more intimidating than a little bloodshot Chihuahua dog with foaming spit coming out of his mouth who's talking like this. I don't think there is. So not only does he have the skills to do it, he has the intimidation factor.
Wow. That's huge.
And a huge fan base that he's bringing with him as well.
Well,
I mean, you have a whole bunch of Gen Xers that are just ready to dive in.
They sure are. If we could kind of, put together a deal with him also showing up in Space Jam 2, then maybe this could work.
Yeah, he is not opposed to anything. Yep.
He's not opposed to anything. That's great. No, that's what I love to hear in potential players. Wow. Yeah. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Molly. Let's go to Nate. Now, Nate, when this idea came on our table, when we saw what you're about to pitch, we immediately said, no, this is not a good idea.
That was a good gut.
This gentleman has been washed up for many years and smokes way too many cigars. We don't think he's in playing shape, but I want you to tell us why you think Michael Jordan could put the sneakers back on and make a difference with the Philadelphia 76ers.
All right. Well, first I got to say your gut was spot on. You're absolutely right.
Can you see it through my shirt?
Yeah. Well, I thought you have that 3D camera, right? Because it's jumping right out at me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really, it's hurting my eyes. He shouldn't come back. And that's what I thought when I went into it. And then as I started talking to him, I realized that he actually may know a little bit about basketball. I thought it was like riding a bicycle. You stop doing it and you just forget.
Of course.
And that's not it at all. In fact, if anything, he's been continuing his, I wouldn't say training, but his games that he's been playing with like Bugs and Daffy and, Elmer and Bill Murray. And he's taken on some of those cartoon-like characteristics where he can defy gravity. There's multiple R's in gravity. He can defy it, much like Wicked. And, he can smash the balls through the circular things with the nets on them.
I have heard he can smash the balls, yeah.
So if anything, he's gotten better. He doesn't even wear Air Jordans anymore. Like, he used to have to pump them up. He doesn't have to do that anymore. Well, I can't even find them on the shelves.
What is he wearing these days? Like, who is he wearing?
Usually clothes.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's controversial.
But all right, this is how good he is now. He wears Birkenstock sandals on the basketball court.
Well, he is about the right age to be wearing Birkenstock sandals. Yeah.
With Air Moses.
Wow. Exactly.
Now, Nate, he did recently admit to smoking like 10 cigars a day, which is an insane habit. Don't you think that's going to affect like his longevity on the floor, or is he just coming in spurts?
Well, first, thank you for sharing your opinion. I hope Alan puts a little thing on the bottom saying this is just Steve's opinion. 10 cigars may be fine. I mean,
it's probably not 10. It's probably like 3, but I can't remember. Alan will fix it.
Let me tell you something. Much like Minerva, if you're a god, which he is in basketball,
sure.
And especially after he brought Porky Pig to a barbecue and then ate him, you inherit those cartoon-like qualities, and I forgot what your question is, but he's going to be great.
Awesome. Yeah. Glad to hear it. Thank you, Nate. That was really impressive. So that brings us to Marie, of course. And, he is one of the all-time greats, number 2 with a bullet. Yeah. And he, one of the founding fathers. Tell us why John Adams, of all people, is the person you want to bring back to life to play on the 76ers.
Absolutely. As you all know, the viewership of basketball has been dropping over the past few years, and we're desperate to get that viewership back. So we're taking a page out of Broadway's book. There was this entire musical about one of the other founding fathers, Hamilton, and that has gone it's gone like national. It's rave around the entire world. Everybody loves Hamilton. So why don't we take a page out of their book and bring John Adams in as the point guard, because obviously it will garner tons more viewership. I am working with John Adams' media campaign and his people with creating some songs to go along with his time on the court, so that the audience can feel like invested and want to sing along, so that you get that camaraderie between the audience and the players. So it's all about bringing history to life and making the viewership come back.
Wow, I love that. Just one follow-up question. Do you
Sure.
worry about his 200-year-old ligaments? Any damage, potential injuries going on there?
Of course, but as every professional athlete is always worrying about injuries. I mean, look at Gronk. He's been injured a million times, and suddenly he's coming back to play in the NFL again. So I think that Sir Johnny A is going to be just fine.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
He was knighted by the Nightingale.
Nightingale.
Boom, you're knighted.
Call back.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So let's see. Amanda, we've had some great answers here. Bob wants to do a quick outlet pass to Amy Von Masek, friend of the show. Molly's trying to get some writing credits on Space Jam 2. Nate, he's bringing back the GOAT.
No, Michael Jordan.
Pushing through the smoke and mirrors, and there's Michael Jordan. And Marie wants to bring the founding father back to Philadelphia. So I want to hear your input. Which way are you leaning?
Well, first off, Steve, I'm going to give you 4 points because I can see you as a sportscaster. I can see you on an actual televised, if that continues, sports ball. And, I can see you doing that.
Thank you. That's very kind.
So I'm going to give you 4 points. I'm going to give Nate 6 points because it's Michael Jordan, even though he's smoking those cigs or whatever they are.
Cigars.
Six short for cigar too. Yeah.
Fine.
I'm gonna give Bob 8 points because I think that Amy would be very intimidating with those knitting needles. Marie, you're gonna get 10 because Hamilton is awesome, and I think John Adams should have a musical. I mean, we had Bloody Bloody Andrew Jackson. And Molly, you're gonna get 12 because hell yeah, wouldn't he be intimidating with the bloody eyeballs and voice?
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, you're the winner.
What are you thinking about?
Beautiful. Nice job, everybody. That was great.
All right.
It's hard to pick just one. You're also smart.
Would you like to know how the points turned out?
Yes.
So right now, in last place, we have our visiting professor with 4 points. We have a tie between Coach Steve and myself at 23 points. Nate at 26, Molly at 30. Marie will be performing mask charades after the next minute or less with 32 points. And it is now time for our minute or less question, Amanda. What is the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
Don't go to bed angry.
Aww.
Try to work things out. Seriously, because if I go to bed pissed off or in a just bad mood, I wake up in a bad mood. So I try to refresh my brain and wake up in a better mood.
Yeah.
That's fantastic advice.
No, thank you.
Yeah. So our next game is called Mask Charade. Amanda has sent her favorite game to Marie. Marie will then play a game of charades with Amanda's movie as the topic. The rest of the faculty will don blindfolds.
Don your blindfolds.
Hello.
And
Don, get my
try to
blindfold.
guess the movie based on my poor description of Marie's charades. Are we ready?
I have a clarifying question.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
a movie.
Do words like the count in the
Yes.
word count?
Yes.
They do?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
You're
Molly, is
welcome.
yours upside down too, or is that just how it goes?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Does everybody have their masks on?
Okay.
There we
Yep.
go. Marie, are you ready? Faculty, are you ready?
Sure.
Yes.
Yep.
And begin. I'll give you a freebie. It's a movie.
Yes.
3
Bible.
words.
Never ending
She's
story.
reading something. She's a
Molly got it.
wow.
What?
What the
Really
hell?
get it?
Yes.
What just
I
happened?
was like, okay, I was like, how do I be a horse and also sink in a swamp?
Yes.
And how do I ride? And how do I ride the guy? And all I had to do was read a book.
I gotta be honest. I was like Amanda. 3 words.
Yes.
And it
Yeah.
just came. That was amazing.
wow.
That is our new show record.
Yeah.
Prior to this, it was about 40 seconds. This timed in start to finish at a little under 14 seconds.
Hell yeah.
So in order for
Well,
me to press
I read
stop,
a book really well.
I pressed stop at 14.45. So
What was? I didn't even hear what it was. It was so
Never
good.
Never-ending story.
never,
Wow.
yeah.
I was gonna put the book in my bag and run away.
Yeah. A film that was despised by the author for really weird reasons.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
But one of my
Alan
favorite
will tell
movies.
us about it.
I bet.
Alan, yeah,
I can't
Alan
wait.
will pull up all the info he pulled from the Technically Correct where we had Never Ending
Yeah.
Story.
He only has
really is
14
doing a really
seconds.
good job. I just want to give a shout out. He is doing a good
Shout out
job.
to Alan. He's a good
an
guy.
exceptional
All right, he's
intern.
still
to
not
our
getting a
fake
raise.
school.
Yes, he is.
Wait, he's
But-
paid?
I'm still not getting. Well, he's getting paid nothing right now.
Right.
Give him
I'm
a
gonna
100%
double it.
raise.
Raise him to 0.
Let's triple it. I'll triple it. Yeah. So, all right.
Nice job, Mom.
So,
Thank you.
Amanda, how would you like to score that incredibly fast mask charade?
That was like crazy, Molly. So we're gonna give you like 20 points.
Woo!
20 points. And much like has happened other times that Molly's been 20 points in the lead, our next segment is technically correct. So,
So there
All
they
you gotta do
go.
is think of a movie.
so right now, in last place, we have our visiting professor with 4 points. Next, we have Steve and myself with a tie for 23 points. After that, we have Nate with 26, Marie with 32, and in the lead, Molly with an even 50 points. Join us when we return with a pop quiz and technically correct only on Balderdash Academy. Go Dashers!
Whoop whoop.
For complete episodes and more, visit us at balderdashacademy.com.
Oh man, skeeter bites are the worst. Thankfully, the Balderdash Academy faculty has some ideas that can help quell the itchy pain from those nasty bites. Oh, and always, Shawshank Redemption. Check out the next Balderdash Academy. I promise we won't bite. I promise.
Thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. You can find us on your favorite podcast service as Balderdash Academy. Go Dashers!